For experiment 3, we're going to be doing some angled vanes. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the bigger vane that we had. I'm just going to take it apart. I'm then going to use the template that I have here, or if you prefer, you can measure in roughly a centimeter in from the edge. So our goal is we're going to cut this vane in half, but we're not going to go corner to corner. I want a little bit of a flat edge there so I can connect my paper clip when I'm done. So I'm just going to use my template here. Again, if you want to measure a centimeter, you don't have to be perfectly precise here. What you do want to be, however, is consistent. So whatever distance that you measure in from the edge, you do the same distance on both sides of the cardboard, and you do it for all 3 pieces the same. So now that I have my marks, again, if you want to be really good, you're going to draw a line that connects those 2 marks. I'm going to eyeball it here. And so you can see that I have a vane that looks something like this. I've cut it in half, but I've not cut corner to corner. I've left it like this. Now, the thing about this particular vane is it has exactly the same surface area as your first vane you did, the smaller rectangular pieces, because the whole piece has twice the area of the first one. So these have the same area, but they're a little bit longer and they have a different shape. We're going to make our vanes in the exact same way with our paper clips. The one thing that I've been doing on my particular case is, and again, just pick a way you do this. I've actually, because I do want this leg to be still kind of in the center, so I've been lining it up with the edge on the inside here. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of tape. And I'm going to tape it down. And I'm going to wrap it around the edge. So there's my vane. I'm then going to stick them in the cork just like we did the other ones. And again, I want them to be all in the same direction. So when I do this, I'm going to want to make sure that they all kind of point in the same direction. Oops. So you can see in my case, I always have the pointed edge. You can see I have the pointed edge towards the inside for all of them. Okay. You're going to want to turn these to 45 degrees, and again, same idea, twist them in the same way. Again, 45 degrees being an approximation. Actually, turn that one the other way. Turn that one that way. And then again, we're going to do the same set of experiments. We're going to sit at we're going to measure, set the fan to medium speed, and we're going to measure at 3, 6, and 12 inches, and then we're going to go to 6 inches and look at the speed as a function of distance. And again, if you need to give it a start, you can angle it just a little bit because sometimes you're out of balance. All I'm trying to do is be at balance. And again, I want this to be in this major part of the wind. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to record the voltage that you get out of this. One thing you can also try is, just if you want to play around a little bit, you can see in this case if I can turn them flat. If you remember back to the first one, you probably didn't see much. Okay, and again, you may not see much here. But the key thing is, again, you always want them to be tilted. So if I have, say, the angled side here pointing out on these, I want to make sure that the angle side on all of them is pointed out. Otherwise, I will end up with forces that act in opposite directions like I've done here. Notice it's not spinning, and that's because half the blades are trying to spin one way and the other half are trying to spin the other way. So even if I get it, you can even kind of feel it trying to do that. So if I make sure that they're all tilted the same way, then you'll have a very different effect. Oops, let me take that one. Okay. So play around with this arrangement as well, and again, record the voltages as you did before.